to the Super Bowl for the 8th time as a head coach. The fact that he's done so despite key injuries to guys like Julian Edelman, Dante Hightower, to name a few, as well as numerous off-field distractions. So we'll put that. Makes 2017 his best ever coaching performance. Do you guys believe that? Or not so much?
Not so much. I'm not falling for the distractions. Every team deals with them. Every team deals with injury. So this isn't something new that Bill Belichick had to deal with. And I look back to 2004, where they won the Super Bowl, had an amazing year, but also they had Troy Brown, the wide receiver, playing corner. One of the most bold decisions I've ever seen in professional sports. A wideout out there at nickel, locking down wide receivers. And just to prove that they do things the same way, and they've been doing it the same way for years, in that season, he played amazing on both sides of the ball. And just like the Patriot way, they cut him the following season.
That's of course.
So
got to do it.
That right there, it's kind of that was one of the best coaching performances I've ever seen.
2001, everyone forgets this now. Drew Bledsoe was the highest paid player in football. He was the franchise quarterback. He'd already taken him to one Super Bowl. He goes down with an injury after the Mo Lewis hit, and Belichick has to decide, do I go with the second-year guy, Tom Brady, who's a sixth-round pick, kind of a doughy-looking guy who basically wasn't even looked at the combine, or the franchise? And he chose Brady, and then they go and they beat the greatest show on turf. To this day, it's still Belichick's most amazing coaching performance. They were 14-point underdogs, and they won that Super Bowl in New Orleans, and they did it with a backup quarterback filling in for Drew Bledsoe. I got to go with that.
Doughboy?
Doughy is my favorite adjective ever used on the show.
That quarterback, though. We all have different answers here. You talked about the 07 season when he lit it up with Randy Moss. Yeah. The next year, Brady blows out his knee. Bill Belichick with Matt Castle goes 11-5. Guys, they won the last 4 games of that season. They came running, didn't get into the playoffs despite 11-5. We've always wondered, is it Belichick, is it Brady? Well, that year it was Belichick with Matt Castle, who, let's be honest, afterwards did not go on to great success. So I put that all on Belichick. 11 games without Tom Brady. That's the year.
I also think during this past offseason, we talked so much about how this team could go undefeated. There were such high expectations, so I don't think anybody's surprised that they're in the Super Bowl or surprised that they had success even after losing Edelman and Hightower. So those are 3 great answers, and you guys can play along at home, of course, at #GMFB as we continue Believe It or Not.